Hello, my name is Paresh, and today we will be talking about the digestive and excretory system. The digestive system breaks down the nutrients in food we eat to molecules that can provide energy for cells. The excretory system eliminates cellular waste from the body via the lungs, skin, and kidneys. Let's talk about the digestive system first. Digestion is the process of breaking down food into a form that can pass from the digestive system into the bloodstreams. There are two main types of digestions. Mechanical digestion involves breaking, crushing, and mashing food, physically breaking the food into smaller pieces. It increases the surface area of food for the action of chemical digestion. An example would be chewing. Chemical digestion involves breaking down food into simpler nutrients so that it can pass into the bloodstream. It results in chemical change in food molecules, creating different substances. Enzyme is a chemical located in your saliva. It acts like chemical scissors. It's a chemical that the body uses to break down larger molecules into smaller molecules so that nutrients can flow into your bloodstream. Now it's time for a quiz. So pause the video right here and finish all these questions with your class or by yourself before I move on to the answers. Okay, so I assume you paused the video and you answered all the questions by yourself or with your class. So let's get right to it. When you grind food in your mouth using your teeth, it's physical because you grind the food, therefore it's physical and it has no chemicals involved whatsoever. Salivary glands release a liquid called saliva, which contains enzymes that breaks down sugars. Enzymes are chemicals, so that would be chemical. In the stomach, muscles contract to grind food into pulpy mixture. Remember, it's still grinding food and it's not breaking down by enzymes, so it's still physical. In the small intestine, most nutrients are broken down by enzymes. Remember, enzyme is a chemical, so it's chemical. Now let's talk about the parts of the digestive system. So, digestion begins in your mouth with both mechanical and chemical digestion. With the help of strong jaw muscles and teeth, food will be crushed. Glands in your mouth make saliva, containing many substances, including an enzyme that begins with chemical digestion. We should chew about 32 times. The esophagus, or esophagus. Chewed food moves through the throat into a long tube called the esophagus. Muscle contractions called peristalsis move the food into the stomach. The stomach is the muscular bag that food. So an interesting fact about the esophagus is that the muscles move the food down to the stomach even if you're facing upside down. So if needed, it will defy gravity to get your food to the stomach. But mostly, you want to sit and eat so that gravity allows it to go easier through your esophagus, helping it stay for a longer time. Because when you flip over, your esophagus starts having to work more, leading it to more damage. Your stomach is your muscular bag that crushes food and chemically digests foods using the acids and enzymes. This is the final step in the mechanical digestion process of food. The stomach wall will contain layers of muscles so that the walls can churn and mix food. This special type of release acid will kill the bacteria. However, this can damage stomach lining, but a coating of thick mucus protects the stomach lining from the acid. Enzymes are for breaking down proteins. These enzymes can function only in the acidic environments of the stomach. Well, after your stomach starts churning it, it'll in there for a few hours and it will be reduced to a soupy mixture called chyme. Chyme leaves the stomach and moves into the small intestine, which is a muscular tube where most chemical digestion takes place and most nutrients are absorbed. After food moves through the small intestine, it moves to the large intestine, where water and nutrients are absorbed, and most of the solid material remains as waste, which is eventually eliminated from the body via your anus. Let's talk about the excretory system. Starting with the functions. The excretory system eliminates cellular waste through the lungs, skin, and kidneys. The cells that help us live also produce waste while doing their normal activity. This is why we need the excretory system, so we can live our lives without the toxic waste harming us and preventing us from doing our tasks. There are three main types of waste removal: your sweat, exhaling, and urinating. Your skin releases waste, such as excess salts, through your skin when you sweat. The body efficiently works to remove waste and cool down while you exercise, via your sweat. This is why we should exercise more, so we can help our body maintain homeostasis by stopping waste from damaging our body, and also it helps us build our muscle more. If you need more information on that, go to our muscles video. Your lungs are part of the CO2 and O2 trade, and the CO2 is waste, so we exhale it. This is the exhaling part of waste removal. When you urinate, the kidneys help us process waste and help us excrete it by making urine. So let's talk about the urinary system. There are your kidneys, which are the main filter for your urinary system, or should I say the kidneys' filters are the nephrons, so they're the main filter for the urinary system. This is done by filtering blood through extracting waste and tubes in the nephrons. Fluid is filtered from the blood into a nephron through a structure called the glomerulus. Filtered blood leaves the glomerulus and circulates around the tubes that make up the nephron. These structures return valuable salts and ions to the blood, while the tubes in the kidneys collect the waste from the nephrons. The water and waste filtered out of the blood form a liquid which we all know of as urine. From there, your urine passes through your ureters, or the pipe to the kidneys to the bladders. And the bladder is the organ that holds our urine until we decide to release it. Yes, your bladder is a voluntary organ, but that doesn't stop it from excreting urine when we really need to. Your urethra is the tube that your urine exits the bladder from. So today we talked about the digestive and excretory systems. We talked about the digestive system, its functions, the two different types of digestion, and in the urinary system we talked about its function, how the three main types of excretion, more in depth about the urinary system, and how our urinary system basically works. So I hope to see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.